bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. We'll have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bum Wine Bob. Welcome to an all-new edition of Bum with Bobcat on Premier Podcast Network. And this week we are welcoming one of the wildest and most adventurous models on OnlyFans. Miss Taylor Sinila is here with us. Taylor, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for coming on the podcast, hanging out, having a drink. So I'm going to crack open a bad boy here, keeping it simple with my PBR to crack
Cute.
that
Cheers.
boy open. Thanks. Cheers. So what are you drinking there today?
Okay, this is Tito's with a little bit of Red Bull and pineapple juice.
Just
Everything
say,
fridge.
okay, you go through
Yeah.
and you say, okay, what can I mix up here?
Yeah, it's not my go-to, but it tastes pretty good.
So it's just a little bit of Red Bull. We're not getting too crazy on
It's
that.
just a splash, but I have the rest over here in like my drink line. I always have like a line of either like coffee or a cocktail, a Red Bull, a water, like, you know, everything I might need.
Yeah, the essentials depending on your mood and what might you want next. It's like, okay, well, maybe I want this, maybe I want that. Now, have you ever been a big Red Bull and alcohol mixture fan? Like, were you a Red Bull and vodka type person?
No, I usually won't like order a Red Bull vodka, but I don't know. Lately, I've been on a Red Bull kick, and I know it's so bad because like obviously it's terrible. But I've tried like the natural like Whole Foods healthy energy drink. It doesn't literally nothing.
It doesn't do it for you.
Mm-mm.
No. It's funny. It's because we brought up over 4th of July. I'm a big Four Loko fan, and sponsored by Four Loko too. I got the sponsorship, so it's official. And and when I broke it out at the 4th of July party, people were still under the assumption that it still had caffeine in it, which it doesn't. It hasn't. Yeah, it hasn't for like 15 or so years now. They took that out of there.
Oh, I drank those. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I have some bad memories of a Four Loko.
Yeah, so we were talking about that. So then it brought up the the government said you couldn't do caffeine in canned drinks, but you could still mix up a Red Bull and vodka if you want. So you still have alcohol and caffeine that way. So It's funny, and people have been saying now that it's become more popular again. Like you said, like 15 years ago, Red Bull and vodka was like one of the hip drinks to have.
Vodka or like often vodka. Oh my gosh, Four Locos. I haven't had one of those probably since like 2012 or 13. Oh my gosh, those things are like they're intense.
Yeah, it gets you going. It gets you
have one or
buzz.
two. Like I'm ready to like some city. Like that was me.
Yeah, so like I said, it's funny because the Red Bull, now you're mixing it, with Tito's, so it's it's very similar, but Tito's and a little your juice with it too. But it's like it's coming full circle again with these drinks that become popular at times. So I thought it was funny that you brought that up, because I was like, and I was just recording another podcast last night, and we were going into more detail about that with the Red Bull and vodka, and then the history of the Four Loko with the caffeine. So you know,
caffeine. That was like the big, because I know that they like changed the formula, and that's it. It was just caffeine. Like that was the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, it was the mixture of the caffeine and alcohol that they said it was pretty much it brings you up and then takes you down. So, and people were dying if they were. It's the people that drink 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, those things. Yeah, I remember when they came out, they were like a big ordeal. I can't imagine whatever. People are gonna mix it anyways. I feel like.
Right. If it's not coming prepackaged in a can like that, they'll find a way to they'll pour in like a 5-hour energy or something, and
Oh.
they'll get it that way. So it will happen no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. We all have our bad things we take.
Yeah.
I don't think that works.
So what's your go-to drinks? What do you drink on a regular basis?
Okay, I don't want to say on a regular basis because then I sound crazy, but okay, so if I'm just chilling at home, I used to have like a glass of wine, but now I get a hangover from like one damn glass of wine. So now I'll have maybe like, if I'm at home, I'll try and be like bougie with it, you know, like add like some jalapeno with my tequila, whatever. But if I go out, I just get like usually a Tito's or a tequila if I'm trying to get like insane.
Okay.
If I'm trying to chill, I'll have like a vodka. If I'm trying to like go nuts, tequila. Like if a girl's going through a breakup, tequila.
It depends on the situation. That's usually how it is. People have their go-to drinks for just hanging out with friends, relaxing, you know, like poolside at the beach, something like that. You're just chilling, but you're out at a bar or a party or a club somewhere. Then that's when you go all out and you say, okay, you're breaking out the tequila for that.
Or an espresso martini if I'm somewhere like cute. Like the aesthetic place, I'll get an espresso martini.
Yeah, so you've taken your surroundings and see what type of establishment is this, and can I get a good espresso martini here? That's the real question.
If they know what it is, I'm like, if they say no, then I should be drinking tequila at this bar.
Yeah, you keep it as simple as possible in that case, and say, all right. They say, what's the espresso martini? You're like, all right, never mind.
I'm like, fine, just give me a lemon shot. Like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's always the different environments where you are and what you have, what you drink with it, and then say, hey, sometimes maybe it's time, if it's been 10 years, to break out that Four Loko again and give it another shot.
Oh, that caused a lot of problems for me in high school. I don't know if I could deal with drama of a Four Loko, but maybe I'll try one.
There's a wide variety out there, so you can pick your poison.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. If you want to come back next time, we'll do. It's kind of doing the Four Loko round, because usually whenever I'm talking to people, I always bring it up, and they always 9 times out of 10 either have the same response you have of, I haven't had this in years, or I've never had it, and then I start talking it up enough, and then
like all the buzz. Like I remember, like we'd like have a party in high school, and everybody wanted Four Lokos. It was like such a thing, and then none of us knew what our name was by the end.
Right. It's the cheap drink with high alcohol content, so it will get you drunk quick, and you're not going to be spending a ton of money. It's not like you're buying bottles of tequila or some other hard alcohol. You get this for $2-3 for a big can. You drink 1 or 2 of those, or split around, or mix it in with something else. Then you know that you're going to be buzzed and good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next time I'll try one. You've convinced me, and it wasn't even
all right. Yeah. It took a lot of twisting your arm to say, all right, I'll try this out. Now, do you ever go down like the hard seltzer? Are you that type of person either, or have you not?
No.
You didn't join in the fad with it?
I've never really been like a White Claw, like basic bitch. I don't know. They make me bloated. I don't drink beer ever. I don't think I've ever drank like a beer myself. I don't like seltzers because it's too fizzy. I would rather just pop a bottle of champagne if I'm gonna be bloated. You know.
That's a good point. That is the White Claws that they say. Okay, it's 100 calories. You're not going to drink that much fun because you're going to be full from it.
Yeah, I'm going to look like 9 months pregnant if I'm on the beach sipping White Claws. I'm going to look at a picture and be like, great. Like, no.
Yeah.
My tunes aren't bad, but I can drink like 1 or 2. No, I can't.
Yeah, a lot of those canned drinks like that, you can have 1 or 2 of them and be okay. Then you move on to something else, because there's a lot of either the bubbles or like the fake tasting.
Yeah, but then it's beer before liquor, never been sicker. So then if you drink those first, it's kind of the same effect, and then you feel like shit. And then liquor or beer, you're in the clear. But who
Hmm.
starts here and moves to liquor? Everybody starts off chill and then they're like trying to take shots. So it doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You always have that one person when you're out that after you've been out there drinking and then it's like almost last call and they start wanting to do shots and you're like, dude,
Me.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
too
that's me.
late. Don't do that now. We're not doing shots. We just had like 8 beers. We're not doing shots. It's not going to end well. Then you just start picking up random shots at the bar, and it's okay. Oh, what do you have there? Okay,
You
tequila.
look special. Yeah.
Yeah. Just go through. Okay, we'll take that one. That one. It's like no, it's a great idea at the time, but 15 minutes later, you're
No,
gonna
that,
hate it.
and I think I'm so rich when I go to the bar. I'm like, I'm buying a round for everyone on the dance floor. And then the next day I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You look at that bill you got, and you're like, oh shit, that was.
like, I thought they were $4 shots. How did this end up like this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a special until 10, and then and then oh these are $14 shots now. Oh okay, great. Thanks a lot, guys. Well, yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun going out seeing what kind of trouble you can get into. And I see just from going through your posts and everything on social media that you certainly know how to have your fun and get into a lot of trouble. And I guess
No, really. I'm stressed about the last time I went out a couple days ago. Like, I don't know. At least I always have fun. I'm not like I don't get angry or like start crying, and I never throw up. I just end up like the other night, like we have these things downtown, like these like little bike drivers with like these big baskets in the back. So I end up on one of those going throughout the town, making him blast Celine Dion, like going like this. And I look at my phone the next day, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Who are these people? Why is Celine Dion playing so loud? And why am I pretending I'm like Rose from the Titanic? My friend's like, I don't know.
I don't know. You wanted to do this. I don't remember that, but
Yeah.
now you have the video to prove it now and the pictures, so it happened.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Hey, you go out there, you never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, as long as you have fun with it, and if you don't get sick or hungover that often, then kudos to you. That you got the
Yeah,
you found the right combination then of what you need to drink because
bedstand. I leave my electrolytes, my Advil, my water, and saltine crackers. I always have it right there.
okay, so you have your little hangover cure kit all laid out.
Prep all day, drink like a shit ton of water, that like baby drink Electropedialyte.
Mm-hmm.
I have to prep. After I hit 21, I had to start preparing.
Yeah, it's all downhill after that. Once you can officially legally drink, then you have to prepare yourself for everything. Okay, make sure you had a nice meal. Yeah, have some food in there, but not too much.
Exactly.
That you're too full, then you can't drink as much. So you have to make sure you have a nice base coat in there to soak up
Yeah, it's a whole prep.
everything.
I'm like, damn, I used to like back in like undergrad, it would be like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fun day. And I was like at my 7 a.m. class, fine. Now I'm like, where's my Advil? I need a bath. I need Gatorade. I need water. I need a Bloody Mary.
Like I'm just lying here. Just leave me alone. Nobody
Like,
call me.
Phones. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like all right, leave me alone. Just I'll tell you when I'm ready to come out there and be a productive part of
World.
society again.
And then the anxiety, you're like, what? Fuck, what did I do? Did I send any weird text? And then like you're just anxious the next day. And then I'm like, oh no, it's fine. I just pretended to be on the Titanic. Nothing that bad.
Yeah, that's harmless. That's harmless fun there.
Yeah.
Nothing good. Everybody had a good laugh from it. Nobody got hurt. No incriminating photos were taken or so you're fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah. But hey, like I said, it goes with your personality and everything else that you do, which I guess kind of ties into what you do on a regular basis, which is you're modeling and everything on OnlyFans. Now, are you pretty much just doing OnlyFans type work now, or are you expanding into other areas?
So for now, I started OnlyFans literally just kind of like drinking tequila. I told you I go crazy tequila. I was working at a law firm like during COVID, but from home, so I was bored and I just was drinking some tequila and I just randomly started it, not thinking I was gonna like make a thing out of it, you know? So like I've only been taking it seriously for like maybe like 6, 7 months. And then like I like doing camming. I just have to kind of feel it out. But I don't know if I want to do like mainstream or anything like that. I like to be in control of all of my content, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the good thing with the OnlyFans is that you control what you do. And like you said, you started it yourself just on a whim with it and just
how many people wanted to see
yeah.
my boob? Like I was so shocked. The next day I was like, damn, like this is great. And I mean, it's just crazy. Like from like a website, you know, like you can pay off all the student loans that you did to have a job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. And I like having control over like what I'm posting, who I'm posting with. Like if I don't want to do something that day, I don't have to do it. If I'm bored of it for a little bit, I can stop. You know, I don't really like the idea of like just somebody having it.
Right. You're not obligated to do, you're not signed to a contract with somebody saying, okay, you have to do this many features, videos, appearances, things like that. You just do it when you want to. Now, did you ever have any thought that you would do something like this? I mean,
yes and no. Like my personality has always been very open and like very like sexual and stuff, but I was like so set on being a lawyer, you know? So I did that. Like I did all the schooling, I did my internships, I worked at the public defender's office, and now I'm just like, I cannot imagine ever going back working a 9 to 5, working for a boss who I'm so replaceable. Like now I can, if I want to go to Mexico for 2 weeks, I can go and just make fun videos of myself naked there. And I'm a guy being like, nope, you can't do that. Like, I mean, it makes sense that I'm doing this, but I probably never thought I was going to do it, if that makes sense.
No, it does. You never had this plan going forward, like growing up or saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do modeling. Like, did you ever do any type of modeling beforehand? Like not nude stuff, but just anything in general?
I used to do a lot of like dance, like ballet and stuff. So I did like modeling. Like I danced up until like maybe 2 years ago. So I like ballerina modeling, but that's it.
Right. Not any other type of not real like photo shoot modeling type things.
Like me and my friends, it was always our thing, like to get drunk and take like thirst traps.
Yeah.
And like that was super fun. But never like with like an actual photographer and like all that kind of stuff. You know, like even now the term like model sounds like so like weird to me. So I'm like, I'm not a model. I'm just literally like just documenting like my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just doing what you would normally do, just taking pictures of it, and maybe with some less clothing throughout some of it.
And so it's like no that different.
Yeah. So in that case, it's just you on a regular day, and just saying, okay, instead of you just sitting there on the couch, like, okay, well now I'm naked sitting on the couch and I'm taking pictures of it and posting them on OnlyFans, and people want to subscribe and see it, then hey, more power to them. Come on down, subscribe.
Because I feel like it's more like of like a girlfriend experience. It's more like personal, and like I just like to be able to be like very open and very like real and very like this is me, like not super dolled up. Sometimes I like to get dolled up, but I just like that it's like, this is what it would be like if you were sitting in my room right now, but you're just like watching me like naked.
Right. This is just me on an everyday basis. Yes, you have your other situations if you're dressing up, going out somewhere, doing something.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for all that, but normally it's just like, okay, this is just a Thursday night at home. This is what you get right here.
Exactly. And like I feel like that's just like maybe like the difference between like more mainstream and like OnlyFans is it's like you get more of like the personalness. Like,
definitely. It's a more personal experience for people. I know that's what a lot of people who do it, and I've talked to, have always said is that it's a more one-on-one conversation. It's not just somebody that you see in a video somewhere or you see a picture of. You can interact with them, and you feel more relatable in that case, that people can really see who you are with it.
'Cause I talk to you about like so many things on there. Like it's crazy. Like we'll get in conversations and I'm just like giving them like life advice and I'm like, okay, but do you want to see my new video where I fingered myself? And they're like, no, let's talk about it. And I'm like, okay, fine.
Hey, if
It's
that's what they want. It's therapy for some people, and just
That's what I was saying. I'm a therapist too.
essentially, you're like, well, do you want to see my pictures or videos? No, it's okay.
And they're like, I'm so sad, and I'm like, okay, like,
Okay. Well, this will cheer you up if you watch this. I'm sure you'll be happier.
funny costume, and they're like, my child trauma, and I'm like, okay. But I became like really good at it though, like in every aspect of it. I feel like I've like mastered the OnlyFans somewhat.
Well, that's good.
Guys are looking for like just to get off, but some guys are looking for like emotional support. Some guys are looking for just they're in the army and they're just lonely. Like there's so many different kinds of people on there, and it's cool. And then you learn like weird fetishes that you at first are like, what the fuck? And then you do it and you're like, oh, okay. Maybe, you know.
Yeah, you're like, all right, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. You know, it's like, all right,
you're cool.
Yeah, well, it's funny. The whole OnlyFans, you know, the boom during the pandemic and the COVID times, which was funny because it's like it was technically around before that, but when people couldn't shoot any films or do anything, they all went to that to start promoting it, and you know, it took off, and then some people just came out of nowhere, like yourself. And just said, you know, screw it. Let's just see what happens. I'm sure if you went on there and you started posting things and it didn't go anywhere, I mean, you would have just said, all right, you know, packed it up. I mean,
that's what I said. I was like, if I do this and it flops, that's so embarrassing for me. But like, I posted on there and then I posted on my Instagram and I didn't check it for like 2 or 3 days because I was blackout tequila drunk when I started it. And then I get the emails and I was like, and it was like $800 in 3 days. And all I posted was see-through lingerie. Damn, maybe. And that was like, I don't know. I was shocked and I was like, damn, okay. And then I'm like, here's a picture of my toe. And people are like, yeah. I'm like, okay, this is lit. Like, this is really cool.
You're like, all right, I'm onto something here. We might have something here, guys. Let's keep going with this.
Okay, let's go get another pedicure. Like, it's awesome. And I feel like it makes women be able to take control over their sexuality. Because, like, I feel like women are already so sexualized. Like, we go to the gas station. We sleep with a guy because we're horny and she's a whore and all this. And I'm like, now, like, we're taking control of it. And, like, we're saying, yeah, like, women are hot. Like, who cares? It doesn't make a girl, like, wrong. It's just fun. And it's human interaction. Like, who cares?
Yeah, you make the decision that you want to do it, and you go for it. And you see, I think it's also the aspect too of it being that you aren't some big mainstream star. It's just like it's always like to say just the girl next door type thing of the random person you would see at the gas station, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm interested now. The next, you know, they subscribe, and then they tell somebody and somebody else, and then next thing you know, that just keeps lining them up.
I have like little stickers, like I would put on like QR codes because it's like my QR code, but I cover like another QR code and stick my sticker on it. And they'd be like, I was at so-and-so restaurant and I went to look at what kind of food they had and this
the menu.
Yeah, and I'm like, hi, I have a menu too.
that sort of thing, yeah. You're like, okay, all right, what do we have here? Okay, take out my phone. All right, let's go. Okay, let's see what we got for the
like
specials here. You're like, wait a second, what is this? This is an OnlyFans link. This is not the menu for the restaurant.
No, I did.
Okay, but I'll bookmark this for later. So
exactly, and all those little motorized scooters. You know how you have to scan the QR code. I would cover with mine. So
you think you got a lot of traffic from that? You think that?
No, I got so many messages, and they were like, I was just trying to get a scooter, so I had to subscribe, and then it was the funniest one was like, my dad and mom got in a fight over dinner over this because he opened his phone to show the menu, and it was a big banner of you. Like, oh, I hope they're well. Anyways. Blessings.
But you got it. But you got a subscription out of it, so it worked out for you. So hey, they'll work it out. They'll figure it out. But you got the money in that case. So good for you with it.
Yeah, it's just so funny because I'll just place them when I'm bored, or I'll just give it to random guys at the bar and be like, "Put this in the men's bathroom," like on the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're curious. You just say, "Okay, why is there a QR code here?" All right, let me scan it. And you see, then they say, "All right, okay." All right, she
And it's
looks
funny
good.
to give stories. Like I'll give it to my friends traveling, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm here from blah blah blah. I found this in the bathroom." I'm like, "Lit, like, welcome."
Yeah. Well, hopefully you enjoy your stay.
Yeah, stay for a long
yeah.
time. Renewal on.
Yeah. Get that recurring renewal just every month. Just keep going through, and hey, you keep them happy. You keep posting content. It keeps people happy, and that's the same thing too. It's saying that it's constant content. It's constantly updated. It's not like the old days of porn when you'd have to wait for months for whoever your favorite actress was for videos to come out. It's daily updates, pictures, videos, or just you talking about something. Like I said, it's a very personal experience that people can feel that they know you to an extent.
You're obtainable. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just a normal chick who, like, you know, like when you first wake up in the morning, this is what I look like. Like in the morning, this is what like cooking, like normal shit, like not like full face, all of this, like, which, I mean, I love porn. Like, obviously, I support porn. I like more power to those girls. Like, they are amazing. But but I feel like OnlyFans just gives like more like realistic situations.
It's a different aspect of things. It's not because you don't do. I mean, do you think you're ever gonna go down? Because you haven't done any like hardcore type stuff on there, right? Or maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, I mean I have, but I just recorded it on my phone.
Right. It's
No.
the amateur.
I work with girls like that, like do both, which is a power move to do both because I'm at like all these, you know, big porn star girls who guys have lusted over forever can now subscribe to their OnlyFans. So if I would have reverse and like did that first, yeah, then maybe like switch to OnlyFans. But now I feel like there's no point to me like switching because this is like what I prefer, you know.
Yeah, whatever's easiest for you and what makes the most sense for you. And like you said, I think how you're doing it now and how you've explained your reasoning behind it is perfect for you. There's no reason for you to make that jump into like the mainstream porn industry where you can do it all yourself and control what you do, who you do it with, when you do it. It's a lot easier for you that way.
Maybe one day, but I almost did do it. I think like a summer ago. But then at the last minute, I was just like, no, I'm too indecisive. I don't want to do it until I'm like 100% sure. My brand is just so about like me and like everything being super real. Like, so I don't want to, you know, go on anything that I feel like is like against kind of like my brand.
Yeah, that's smart. No, that makes a lot of sense. That's great to stick to what you want to do and how you perceive yourself out there with your brand. Because, like you said, I mean, your brand is what you have. That's what you are promoting every day, nonstop. So, if you want to keep it true to you, then you stay on the same path you are. And, like I said, maybe down the road, a couple years,
if
something
there was
changes.
Very like something that I was super interested in doing or something, then yeah, I would do it. But you know how people like message and they give you all these ideas. I'll just like read like the whole script and I'm like, I don't want to have a script is the thing.
Yeah, you want to just go off the cuff, do your own spontaneous thing.
I'm like,
you want to keep it real. You want to keep it real.
Yeah, I want it to be super real. And I'm like, and if there's a script of words I'm supposed to say, I'm going to be focused so hard on remembering a script. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's always the drawback. And when I've talked to other people in the industry, they're always like, Like, I don't want to do this script because I always say to him, I'm like, if you're in the industry, I'm like, do you ever want to get into mainstream regular acting? And sometimes people say yes. Then other times they're like, no, I don't like the acting aspect of it because then I have to remember lines and play this character throughout it.
If I was acting in a regular with clothing, no dick in me movie, okay, I could probably take on like the role or something. But the other issue is like I'm like a sexual person. I like to have sex and I don't want to ruin it by making it into like a job. Because with the OnlyFans, I don't feel like it's a job. Anybody I collab with, I'm attracted to and I'm into it. You know, and like I don't ever just meet up with somebody and we're like, let's get to work. It's like we hang out, we eat, we have a drink, we hang so it's like good chemistry. I faked orgasm enough of my life to not doing it anymore.
Yeah, no, I get it 100%. That's the way that you should do it because you have more fun with it that way. It's real, and it works out. Now, have you ever done any actual like stripping or dancing like that before, or is that anything you would want to do?
I've waitressed at a lot of strip clubs and I loved it. I love the environment, but I prefer waitressing there though because I feel like because the strip clubs that I worked at were really chill, you know. So you'll have like your regular customers who come in, even though you're a waitress, they buy you your food, they buy you whatever drinks, and they tip you so much because it's like a mystery. They can't because you can't go like do dances with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I've, met like really cool guys. I love the environment of strip clubs. It's just so much drinking.
That's what I've heard a lot with because that seems to be the big thing these days is with the people in the industry is doing the feature dancing and going to the bigger notable clubs and like headlining and doing dancing.
No, I got up there a couple times. Like I've gotten up there and it was fun. Like it's super fun. But I liked waitressing better because I just feel like the guys were just so much more intrigued because they're like, oh, like we don't get to see her boobs. And blah, blah.
Like you said,
just subscribe to it.
Here's the QR code. Scan this, and now you can see it.
They'd be like, show your boobs, and I'd be like, scan this right here, sir. No, but I love strip clubs. Like every boyfriend I've had, I would go to all the boys' nights, and I get more dances than any of them. Like I love strip clubs, but I would like get on stage if it was like for a thing, you know what I'm saying, but not for like an everyday.
Right. So like if you wanted to do like a special event or something at a club, then that type of thing. Yeah, not your regular Thursday night at the club, but a Friday night, Saturday at like a bigger, well-known club where you're on the poster.
At night, I used to waitress day shift, which was really good money because it's like all the like rich business guys on their lunch. But like, I wouldn't want to dance during a day shift. I'd want to dance during a night shift because that's when people are like,
oh yeah.
But day shift was, oh my gosh, it was interesting. Very interesting.
Well, they always say that the day shift is always the unknown of what.
I mean, and mine was like they had a little bit better like qualifications to be a dancer, but still day shift is weird as fuck. But it like it's super weird. Like because you get to see all the auditions. So I was just like, yeah, I would dance a night shift once in a while, maybe.
Yeah. Say something to add to the list when it comes down to see what you want to do. To
get on stage.
Yeah. Hey, you do what you got to do, and you see where the road takes you. So I mean, what else? I know you were recently in LA doing some work and some collaborations out there. So is there anything on tap coming up for you that people can look forward to?
So yeah, I go out to LA a lot because I went to college like in Santa Barbara, so a lot of my friends all kind of like migrated to LA, and I'm moving out there in like 2 months. But yeah, when I went out there, I filmed a couple collabs, like a couple of my friends out there, my friend Aria, and we cammed out there, and then we recorded the cam show. So I think I'm gonna post that soon. I'm just like watching it back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we were so crazy. And like, oh, I can say whatever I want on here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, my friend from Michigan flew out to LA like at the spur of the moment. And she hadn't drank in a really long time. So we got lit. I fingered her in the goddamn Uber and recorded it. And it was like a 5-minute video. I don't know what the I don't know if the Uber driver just didn't notice, didn't care. But the whole video, I'm like watching it back. I'm like, what the fuck? And we just had mimosas, bottomless.
So this was after brunch?
This was at like 12 p.m.
Oh, wow.
No, 12. Wait, what is it? Yeah, in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like looking at the first one. It's like 11:55 a.m. I'm like, okay, we're in an Uber. We're pulling our boobs out. Okay. And then all of a sudden, I'm like,
You're just going to work.
yeah. I was like, God damn. Like,
Yeah, so either that guy was just enjoying the peeking back there, enjoying the show.
Yeah, I got 5 stars. I don't know. I have no idea.
You didn't break anything. You didn't cause any trouble. So you were a great passenger.
No, yeah, because you know how you can like put the comments, like they can rate the ride, like respectful. And I was like, respectful, okay.
Okay, people have different meanings to respect. So to him, you guys were very, very respectful in the back seat there, or he was just so out of it that he had no idea. And
because when we got in, he was playing like Mozart, like, and I get that's the last. I don't really remember like a lot of that. Maybe my brain just blacked it out because we were literally only having mimosas. Like it wasn't like turn up time yet. I didn't.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it at 11 in the morning is usually not, time to turn up yet, but it could be.
If your friend just comes from vacation, then it's turn up time.
That's true. It is a special occasion, so I cannot blame you for that. I know. Yeah, I mean, if it's a party or it's a special occasion, then it happens. Like when you're out on a guy's trip or a guy's weekend, a bachelor party or something, and if you want to start drinking at 10 a.m., you go for it.
You have to. I've been on a lot of guys' trips. I always get invited, and they don't stop, especially in Vegas. I feel like guys don't stop. Like,
let's say you can't get hungover if you don't stop drinking. So that's the wisdom.
You're like, oh shit, like I just need a little Bloody Mary, and then you have one, and then you get another one, and then you feel good, and then you're like, let's go out.
Yeah, then you just keep it going. Yeah, it's okay. It's by now it's like 2 p.m. You've been drinking since 10 a.m. You just keep going at that point. Just ride it out until it's time to go to bed.
As long as it's not on a Monday, it's fine. I feel like if you're drinking on a Monday, then it's kind of like, oh shit, it's a Monday. But every other day is fine.
that's the one. That's where you draw the line. Is Mondays. Mondays are the ones that.
Because Mondays when you're like, okay, like I'm a bad bitch. I have my shit together. I am successful.
Okay, it's your recovery. It's your recovery. It's kind of just focus on what you have planned for the week, and then go from there. But then Tuesday comes around.
Twisted Tuesday.
Then it's all out. It's all
Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, and then the weekend.
Yeah.
And Sunday can only drink during the day.
Yeah.
Sunday, not Sunday fun night. Sunday fun day.
Right. By like 5-6 o'clock, you're like, all right, it's time to.
You need to be like doing your laundry.
Slow it down. You got to get ready for Monday.
Do the laundry. Get ready for Monday. Send your drunk text by 2 p.m. Stop.
Yeah. See, words of wisdom to live by here from Taylor. So you get the insight here.
Heard a self-help book.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like you have a knack for the self-help and the therapy aspect of things when it comes to that. So if you subscribe to her OnlyFans, remember you get to see everything with her, but you also get to chat and have her help you through your problems.
And you don't even have to like call your insurance. It's just included.
It's included in your price. The price you're paying every month, you get that therapy included free of charge. So it works out for you.
That's so funny. I should start like advertising that, like therapy on my OnlyFans, and I'm like, don't drink on Mondays.
Yeah, you have to have these little like segments that you do, like these little short little clips of you saying, okay, these are the rules to live by. If you want to be successful, okay, no drinking Mondays, Sundays be done by 6 p.m.
Thirst trap or thirsty text messages have to be done by 2 p.m. By 5 o'clock, do your fucking laundry because your laundry.
Yeah,
and
because
fold it away.
Yeah, that's always the problem. Is the doing the laundry is the easy part. It's the taking it out of the dryer, folding it, putting it away.
No,
is
the
always
worst
that problem.
Hold it on your bed so that you're telling yourself, okay, well, I can't go to bed, and then you pick it up off your bed and sit it on the counter, and then the next morning you're like, I'm such a stupid ass. Have you ever been there? You know what I mean? Where you like put it on your bed so you'll fold it and then you move it off your bed to go to bed.
Yeah. Because you're like, you do it in like the afternoon or something. You put it out there, like, all right, I'll do this now. I'll put it on the bed. Later, we'll put it away. No problem. Then it's 10 o'clock at night. You go back in. Oh shit! It's still here.
I'll add that to my self-help book and I'll credit you in my book.
Oh, thank you. Because usually it's either it's like putting it back in the bin and leaving it in there, but it's folded. It's in the bin, but it's folded.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna say put your laundry all the way away because soon it's gonna be Tuesday. So, yeah, do it on Monday.
Yeah, if you don't get it done by then, it's not going to get done until the following Sunday.
I'm gonna dig out of the hamper for the one shirt that you wear every day and like put that one on.
Yeah. See, there you go. See the words of wisdom to live by here from Taylor. But hey, Taylor, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, having a drink, chatting, hearing about what you have going on. You want to tell everybody where they can find you, social media, OnlyFans, all the good stuff.
My Instagram is TA3YsXOXO, and then there's a link in my bio for all the other ones. Right.
Yeah, I know it's tough. I say it's always like, okay, what's the stuff? Go to the one place, and then you can find all the links there, and I'll have all the links up with the podcast in the notes there, so you can just click away and do it that way. Make it easier for everybody, because it's like you have Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, everything. It's like just too many, and then if they're all different, I know people try to make them the same.
Yeah. So I just put the link to all of my stuff in my Instagram.
Yeah, just click that one link. You can you can go to where you need to.
They're like, "What's your OnlyFans?" And I'm like, "The link's in my bio."
Yeah, just click right there. See that one right there? Just click that. That works out. So, but hey, Taylor, once again, I appreciate it. It's great chatting with you. I appreciate you coming on the podcast here. And next time we will break out the Four Loko. We'll make sure to do it.
Since high school, I'll do it.
All right.
Perfect.
She is Taylor Sinila. I am Bumwine Bob. Be sure to check out the website at bumwinebob.com. Like, subscribe, rate, review the podcast. You know all that shit, and listen to it on Premier Podcast Network. So until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
I need a beer.